back, okay? So what we're doing today is the Labor of Love Telethon, okay? And this is our third annual. We have been doing this for 3 whole years. 3 whole years, the Labor of Love Telethon. And we do it on Labor Day and in the month of September to actually start the Life Insurance Awareness Month. So life insurance is extremely important. It's inevitable that we're going to use it. And there's ways that you can use life insurance while you're living. That's why it's called life insurance. Okay. And so we want people to understand that, and we want them to start, using it and leveraging it to build generational wealth and just wealth for right now as well. Okay. So I'm really excited about our first people that we're going to have coming on. So I hope that they're excited and no nerves. Okay. Everything's going to go well. It's going to go well. It's going to go well. I see you guys getting ready in the background. But really, when people talk about life insurance, the main people who should be getting life insurance are younger people. The way that life insurance works is that it's at the most affordable state when you're young. However, a lot of people wait until they're older to actually get it. And so we want, like, the whole team Utah, if you guys saw them, they all are like young people who are under 30 years old who have life insurance, and they're sharing it with other people. Okay. So we want to just ask a couple of questions of Deshawn and Aniessa to talk about life insurance on today. So I'm going to add you guys on in. Hello. Can you guys see me?
Yeah, yes. We can see you.
All right. And I can hear you guys. All right. Yeah. So we're getting ready. Are ready. Are you guys feeling okay? Y'all feeling good?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're feeling great. We're feeling great.
Right. Okay. Perfect. Okay. I want it to only be like one person. So I'm going to remove myself, but you guys should still be able to hear me.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So yeah. So I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, and then let me move this to the side real quick. There we go. I want to see everybody. So, I mean, I want people to say, Utah, give some love to your people. Say Utah is in the house. Okay. Utah is in the house. All right. Okay. So tell me, Deshawn and Aniessa, tell me a little bit about like who you guys are, how old you guys are, and what did you guys do before you guys really got into the life insurance game?
Okay. So I'm Deshawn Cook. I'm 28 years old. I work for a company called L3. It is a government contractor. We do communication devices for the Department of Defense and other branches of the military. I got into life insurance because I realized, like, I've seen a little bit of stuff about it on Facebook and like social media and stuff like that. So I wanted to get in the business and start learning more about it and learning how it could become an asset for me instead of just, being a death benefit for somebody else. So that's what kind of grasped my eye and made me want to get into it. Plus, my auntie Marlena out in California, she brought it to our attention as well. And she's like the rich out in the family. So I'm always like, auntie, how I get like you? So she definitely helped put us on that way.
Now, that's super important. Right before you go, Aniessa, is like, really the older generation sharing it with the younger generation so they can put you on. And then you sit there and you see the models. You're like, okay, well, she's winning and I want to win. Yep. So let me go ahead and do what she's doing as well, right? So I feel you, Deshawn. I feel you. So Aniessa, how did you get what do you do first? And then, how did you get, a part of this?
So right now I just work in customer service. Nothing major like this guy over here. And I actually
you do is major. You bringing it to them, okay? You are major.
I just barely got into the life insurance stuff with Auntie Marlena. So actually, I had no idea about it at all until it got brought to our attention. I didn't know it was important. I didn't know young people got it.
Yes, yeah.
So I am one of the young people who had no idea about it. And then it got brought to our attention, and we just been running face first towards it.
Yes, definitely. Okay, so tell me this. So you were like one of those young people who didn't know anything. What did you think about life insurance when you first got started? Like, what were some of the thoughts that came up for you?
It was absolutely for death only. I had no idea that it had a cash accumulation side to it. I had no idea that there was living benefits to it. I didn't know that you can use it, like get life insurance outside of where you worked. So I thought there was only supplemental options. So this business and learning about it has helped open my eyes so much more.
Wow. And Deshawn, what did you know about it beforehand?
So I was kind of saying with her, I thought it was something you got at your job. I knew other places offered life insurance, but I was always under the impression that if you got it outside of your job, it's going to cost you an arm and a leg. And
Mm.
that's what I always thought. I thought it was just like, okay, if it's outside of work, they're going to charge you crazy, you know, and then you're not going to have to pay for anything else. So that's what I always thought about it, plus the death benefit, right? I got a guy to get it. So that's one thing that really put me on when I had my kids. I was like, okay, now I need to get life insurance because we have 2 boys. But before that, I wasn't even thinking about it.
Yes. Oh my goodness. So I never even thought like people even thought like now that you guys said this that you can only get it at your job.
Yeah.
Right. So, but that's probably a lot of people who just think like it's like part of like a benefit package that you get at your job, like regular like health insurance and everything like that. You're like, oh, you just get some life insurance, you know, at the same time.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, now that you think, I'm like, oh, that does make sense, right? I didn't even get my first life insurance myself until I was 30 as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I had no idea like how life insurance even came into the world until you had like children or something. I'm like, oh, I guess you just figure it out at that time, right?
Yeah, that's what we were on.
Yeah. And then you said you thought it was going to cost the arm and a leg.
Yeah.
How did it feel when you actually got the life insurance, especially being as young as you are?
I was really surprised, because like I said, when you're at your job, they have all those benefits and perks, and things are typically cheaper, right? And then a lot of people's under the impression that if you get anything outside your job, it costs more. So when I finally got my own policy outside of work and I seen the cost of it, plus everything that comes with that, I was like, oh man, this is crazy. Like I got to share this with everybody. Like everybody needs to be doing this.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what about it.
Well, tell me, what were some of the crazy things that came with your life insurance that you wish that you knew earlier, ultimately?
Definitely the cash and the living benefit rider. Those 2 right there are so important. And I share this to people all the time when we're talking about it. Like if you don't have those 2 things to your policy and you're young, I don't know what you're doing.
What is the purpose?
What are you doing right
now? Yeah. And so most people don't even know, like, can you guys tell us a little bit about what living benefits, are?
Yeah. So the living benefit rider is a rider that comes with a life insurance policy that gives you the ability to access your life or your death benefit while you're living, up to 100% of it, depending on the severity of your condition. So if you're diagnosed with a terminal, critical, or chronic illness and you can't perform 2 out of the 6 daily living activities, the life insurance companies are going to pay you a percentage of your death benefit while you're alive. And that money is not, there's no limitations on that money. So like you don't only have to use it for, medical bills or stuff like that. You can pay your mortgage on it. You can go grocery shopping, right? You can do pretty much anything you need to do with it.
That's what I'm talking about. You better go ahead and be a good education for all the young people. All right. I didn't know you was going to come with it so strong. You did so well. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. So like Deshawn said, living benefits is something that you can access if you end up getting a critical illness, a chronic illness, or even a terminal illness, right? And, at that time when something happens to us, we're not trying to be like in the hospital bed, trying to still, I'm a therapist, like still seeing clients, you know what I mean? While I'm in the hospital bed, I want to focus on healing and not have to worry about financial stress.
Yep.
Right. So thank you. And then cash accumulation was a huge thing for you guys as well. Why was that such a big deal?
So for the cash accumulation, the biggest thing for me is being able to access tax-free money, right? Because you don't want to have to pay taxes twice on your dollar. So being able to put your money to a vehicle where you're not going to get taxed twice is really, really important, right? Because you're going to need your money. You don't have to give everything to Uncle Sam. And on top of that, you're coming with, you have compounding interest on top of that as well, right? So now your money's growing faster. It's doubling quicker. And it's really beautiful to have when you're young, because the more money you have available to you when you get to your retirement days, the less stress you're going to be when you get to that time.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So it said Oakland is in the house. It said living benefits is where it's at, right? Like, 100, right? 100, put that up there, right?
Yep.
But yes, something you said about cash accumulation, right? The younger you are, the more wealth that you can build, because that's the wealth formula. Time plus money equals wealth.
Exactly.
Right? So the more time you have on your side, you can have less money to get to the wealth game. When we wait until we're like a lot older, maybe we're in our 40s or 50s already, we have less time on our side to build the same level of wealth that you guys, are able to do. Do you guys have children?
Yes.
Okay. And so even without having children, you guys had no concept of getting life insurance until it was brought to you.
Yep.
You were made aware.
my mom had it, so like I was like, you get it when you have kids. So like I was just like, I'm gonna let it slide until I have my babies, and then we'll think about getting something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Definitely. But you got how old are your babies?
So we have a 7-year-old and a 5-year-old.
Okay, so you waited though. The baby was like, older before you actually got the life insurance.
Yeah.
Right. So it took some time for still awareness needs to be brought to us to actually go out and get some life insurance. Like you wouldn't even think about it, even though like I should be protected. Yep. It's like one of those things that go on the to-do list all the way at the bottom. Or you keep on like, I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna get to it. And then like years go by. Now your child is 7. Right. You know what I mean? Like, how would you do? And then tell us a little bit about like, when you started to share it with other people. Like what were the things you were saying to younger people that made them more aware of what was going on?
The most compelling thing I was telling people was, you're my age and I just heard this, so I need you to listen to it too. If I had no idea about it, chances are you had no idea about it. So just staying consistent with sharing about it, normalizing life insurance, that's the most important thing in like our younger generation, our younger community, is because a lot of people think like how Deshawn and I used to think is it's just for older people or it's just when you have children. So to normalize it, involving our children in it as well. So our kids go around and talk about it and they tell people about it. That's kind of how we draw in our audience of talking to people and creating that curiosity for people to ask questions about it.
Okay, so I love this. Your kids are going out there marketing for you. For one thing, make sure that you put them on payroll and make them a tax write-off because they are, marketing for you. And I'm like super serious about that. Make sure they are on payroll and you're paying your kids for this. But what are they saying as like young, 7-year-old? You said a 7-year-old and a 3-year-old? 7 and 5. What are they saying? What are they doing to, capture the world?
So my youngest, people call him the dreamer, right?
Oh, okay.
He likes to talk. So he gets around people and he'll be like, my mom and dad, they have a business and they do life insurance. Do you know what that is? And the little kids will be like, no. And he'll be like, you need to talk to my dad.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. So all of you guys who have children out there, like this is the one who's going to train your children, how to get some life insurance business. Okay. Oh my goodness. You know what that is? Like, oh, he's amazing already. Man, I should have had him. We should have been interviewing him. Right? Like, he's already ready. You better give him a % of commission for all the work that he's putting out there in the world. I love it. I love it. So yeah, I think that's the biggest thing for everybody. Just telling them, do you know what that is? Even asking that question. And most people are going to say, no, I don't know what that is. And they're going to lean in wanting some more information.
Yeah.
Right. Yep. And that's what it sounds like. You guys are really taking over, like, Utah by storm. Tell us like what the climate of Utah is like, and, how have you been able to, really share it with people out there and have you shared it beyond Utah at this point?
Yes. So we reached out to people out in Texas. I'll talk about that first. So yeah, we got out to Texas. We got people in Illinois, Michigan, Hawaii, Georgia. Yes. We've talked to a lot of people outside of the state, but inside the state, there's not too many minorities out here. So like, we really want to focus on that group because a lot of people like us, they don't understand how life insurance works, right? Yeah. We're not just only focusing on that, but that's like the main demographic that we're looking after. But that's pretty much how Utah's set up. We've been, focusing on them as well, spreading the word with everybody else.
Wow. So yeah, just understanding this, I just learned the statistic that in the like financial industry, only 8% are like actually like, like people of color or even African American. And so that means if only 8% in the industry, who's sharing it with those people? Right? That's going to feel relatable and understandable. Like, why should I get this at this point? So we need to have more people going out and sharing it with as many people as possible. Definitely. In the right way. So yeah, thank you. Anything else you guys want to share? Anything that you guys have coming up? Any kind of events or anything in Utah popping?
What we got?
I mean, I am. Yeah. So I'm the team mom for our son's football team. And thanks to a couple of leaders in the business, we put together a fundraiser for the whole youth league. Deshawn and I are actually this whole month offering free policy reviews for everyone, and we will take $100 of each business and put it back into the football league. So I'm super excited about that this whole entire month.
Oh my, that is awesome, right? That's just an awesome give back to other people, right? To end up like you doing free policy reviews. Let me put that in the chat so people know free policy reviews are happening. Okay. So yeah, we want to make sure that you're going out and sharing with people because they may have it at their job. And what did you guys learn? Matter of fact, what did you learn about insurance at the job? Because that was the thing, that was what you guys understood insurance to mean.
Yeah.
But what do you do when you review policies and you're like, you only have your insurance at your job? What's up? Like, what do you tell them?
The biggest thing we make sure people understand is that that policy you have at your job is only good while you're there. The moment you leave, that policy is no longer active. And on top of that, they don't come with living benefits, right? They don't have it. They don't have the living benefits. So that's like the main thing that we like to talk to people about. And a lot of times people are undercovered, right? They don't have enough coverage for what they actually need. So those are the three topics that we touch on.
Ooh, that's good. So yeah, so in your policy review, are you undercovered? Because that's a big thing. You know, a lot of people who have like joined the Facebook group, I'm looking at them and they're saying, yes, I have life insurance, but could it be that you don't have enough insurance, right? Most people think about life insurance as just burial, right? So just enough to like bury somebody. So you have maybe 20, 30,000, but you guys are actually a couple. And so you guys probably live in a relatively two income households, right? So what happens if, you know, one of your partner ends up passing away? You know, you need to replace the income that's going to be lost, right? Even if the person's a stay-at-home mom, now that husband or whatever has to replace the income of like, you know, of all that she was saving because she was taking care of the kids. Now you have to find somebody else to take care of the kids. That's a big difference, right? So most people should be having 300, 500, you know, even $1 million policies in order, well, especially while their children are young.
Exactly.
Right. And they just don't know about that. So yes. And I mean, that's such a great tactic. I'm still going back like the football league and your son is already like the marketer, right? So he's already marketing. So he's in on the football field, you know what I'm saying? Like before he say hut, he like, hey, you got living benefits, you know what I'm saying? Like he ready. Before he throw the ball, you better go check out the man. While we at the game, go check out my parents because they're gonna covered while you sitting there at the game. Y'all should bring y'all laptops at the game. You know what I mean? Giving out snacks.
Exactly.
Like we're going to snack for every policy review.
Yep.
You know, everybody would try to do that. That is amazing marketing. You guys are doing an amazing job. Like that is like incredible. Even to even include your children. You know, TD Jakes had said it's more important what you leave in your children than what you leave to your children.
Exactly.
Right? Because if you leave something to your children and nothing in your children, they will squander whatever they get, right? You know, we've seen people get policies and big lump sums of money and have nothing, right? But when you leave something in them, like, you know, so your son at 7 years old, just imagine who he's going to be at 18.
Exactly.
You know, he already understands the importance and the importance of this. And you explain it to him developmentally where it makes sense for him, right? That's huge. Yeah. So now he got something in him. I mean, imagine when he turned 18, get his first little job. He gonna be like, my policy. I need some cash accumulation in my policy.
Exactly.
Right? So that's gonna be amazing. That is so great. Somebody just said, I love how you re-strategize the policy reviews. Great idea.
Yes.
And then also we have another person who said, I only wish I had learned about the benefits of using life insurance to grow and protect my assets when I was your age. Yep. I am so proud of you. Right? So proud of you. So people are out here extremely proud of you guys for really putting in this work because you guys are doing some amazing work and sharing it. Matter of fact, I'm about to go back to Team Utah. So like Lexi, get ready.
Yep.
Lexi, get ready. Team Utah. Because these are people that you shared this information with, and now they're sharing it with more people, right? On top of that, it's a business, so they're able to also have, you know, some extra income, you know, on the top. So they have an extra stream of income as well. So Lexi, I hope that you're getting ready. I hope that you're listening. All right, I see you getting ready. I just want to make sure. All right, we're gonna come back through around to everybody I'm gonna name some names, right? So whoever wants to talk, they can talk for you. Matter of fact, you guys can name somebody. Who would you guys want to talk in the Team Utah office?
Okay.
I'm calling them out.
So
Okay.
Eric Hall.
Eric Hall,
Yep.
Lexi Bevenu.
Eric Hall.
Yeah, Eric Hall and Lexi B.
And Lexi B. Okay, Eric Hall and Lexi B. Y'all better get ready. Y'all better get ready because they have called you out. The torch has been passed to you for you to see what's going on. Okay, what's going on? All right, got some people saying hello to me. Hey, Dr. Rosché, right? We got South Bay in the house as well. Any last things that you guys want to share with everybody? I'm super proud of you guys and excited that you guys were willing to be my first interview for today. Okay, for today. Anything else y'all want to share?
No, I just want to say thank you guys for having us on. We really appreciate it. We're learning so much from you guys. So you guys are really helping us get to where we need to be. And I appreciate that more than anything. Because like you said, knowledge is power. And if you don't have knowledge, you're not doing nothing. Ignorance is bliss. So I really want to appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So it's all about the knowledge, but even more so, we need to implement the knowledge that we get on today. Yes. So whoever has invited you on today to hear this great information, people, maybe they're your children, maybe they're your the grandchildren, maybe it's you, right? Yep. Who needs a policy. I need you guys to go out there and get that policy popping, okay?
We will.
Share it out. Share it with everybody, okay?
Okay.
Anything else, Aniessa?
No, I just ask that everybody listening on the call, if somebody is coming to you and asking you if you know about life insurance, just be willing to listen. Because chances are you're like us and you had no idea, you have no idea. So just be willing to hear the person out and hear what we have for you to better your future.
That's exactly. Awesome. Yes.
Don't forget to stand up for life.
Yeah.
Stand up for life.
Yeah.
Stand up for life. Stand up for life. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
And make sure for sharing this out to everybody on today. We have some great interviews. We were just talking about living benefits. So we have somebody who's going to talk about actually getting paid out from a living benefit. Like, whoa. Right. So make sure that you guys go ahead and share it out to everybody. Okay.
We will.
All right. Thank you so much. Woo! What a great interview. We got some people already called out. So we're heading to Team Utah, and I'm just gonna go through everybody's office, see where you guys are at. How many comments do you guys already have? Let me go ahead and put Stand Up for Life on here as one of the things going across. Stand Up for Life. We got to make sure that people know that we all have our shirts on. So my shirt, Stand Up for Life. Stand Up for Life. Because we are on a mission to make sure people are understanding about life insurance. Okay. We want people to understand it. We want people to recognize how important it is that life insurance is an amazing tool. It's an amazing wealth tool. If you've been thinking about generational wealth or been curious about generational wealth, then you definitely need to be in a place that you have this amazing wealth tool, right? And then what we also learned is with them being so young, right, is that time plus money equals wealth. So start early. Start as early as possible, because then you can accumulate as much cash value, right? Cash value is another great benefit as well. All right, so let me see. I see a couple of comments coming in. Let me just make sure I get these we got Long Beach in the house. The Long Beach, Strong Beach, right? They already had 100 appointments. So let's see where they're going to end at. Okay. Let's see what else I have. We have Shonda Crockett. She's been saying good morning. This is some great information. People said that Deshawn and Aniessa are both amazing. They're both amazing. So I'm excited about that. And let's see what else do we have. We got some other welcomes. And somebody else, Shonda, also said, I will definitely be doing this for my grandchildren, right? So once you hear about it, you can be the payer of your grandchildren, okay? You can be the payer as well. All right, so Team Utah, once again, you guys ready? It seems like, I think Lexi B and Eric Hall, you guys have been called and out. So let's go. All right, y'all here? All right, hello. So tell me, you guys are young. Y'all getting some life. Y'all got y'all life insurance.
Y'all got life
what?
Insurance?
Can you?
Ain't no doubt. How y'all doing?
Yes, we do.
All right. So any amazing information that you want to share to younger people to tell them you need to get some life insurance, okay?
My thing is honestly just keep going. Like anything that you have in mind that you like want to do with your life or anything, just go for it. And when it comes to life insurance and everything like that, it is a lot easier to realize it when you are young versus when you are older. Realize it now versus 20 years from now, and your life will be a lot easier. So that's all I have to say.
Yeah. And for me, it was important for me to get life insurance. I didn't think at this age that it would be beneficial to me, that I have enough years to benefit from the policy. But I learned since I've been involved with this life insurance that 60 is not too late. 60 is not too late. You can get insurance that will benefit not only you, but your kids, their kids, because we're talking about a generational wealth type of situation.
Yeah.
So I'm just glad to be a part of it. And because I don't have so many years, I want to be in partnership, owning my own business. I can see that, which will be more beneficial for me.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Eric. And so I'm glad that we actually went to like the both extremes, right? We have like the young person who got the policy. And even when you're in your 60s, it still can benefit you. Okay. It still can benefit you. So I realize you guys can't hear me. I hear like Lexi telling you guys what's going on. But thank you. Can you guys just show what's going on in the building?
Show you talk.
So everybody.
Go show them the dreamers.
We got our men over here and our little dreamers over here. These are our little dreamers. That's what we got going on.
Is the 7-year-old in the house? Deshawn and Aniessa's son, or no?
Yep, they're all over there.
Oh, tell him to say hi. Tell him to say hi to
Milo, come say hi. Theo, come say hi.
Come say hi.
All right.
Say hi, everyone. Say hi.
Hi. Hi.
Yay. Hello. All right, we have the babies in the house. They're learning, they're absorbing all the great information. So thank you, Team Utah. I'm gonna go over to let's see